Welcome back, everyone. Fluffy Cow here, coming at you with another video from the Let's Play world. It has definitely been a few months. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I did not forget about you all. I just got a little distracted, and we will definitely be talking about that later. But first, let's get out of this hole. I've been doing a lot of thinking about this castle right here. The circular shape is, in a word, terrible. Absolutely terrible. So first thing on today's list of things to do is we're going to tear it all down. And I don't know if we're going to rebuild it this episode. There's a few other things I want to do as well. But while I start tearing it down, I'm going to catch you guys up on all the other things that I have been up to recently. I think these two towers that are actually just half of a tower, I think I'm going to leave those. I might even try and leave this front little wall so that I can leave this, which, now that I think about it, I don't think I've even shown you this. I did a little bit of building. I actually think I have a clip of myself building this. So if I have that, I will run it now. As for the bamboo farm, as you've seen in the clips I've already shown you, there's a new stone facade on it. The facade itself is probably going to be staying up, but the farm is likely going to get moved probably over towards the gunpowder farm, just because like I've got a double chest of bamboo blocks that I just never use, and the rest of it's full except for some eggs apparently. Don't ask me how they got in there. There's probably a chicken hiding in there somewhere. As for the slantedness of the facade, I was thinking, you know, like there's this nice little ravine under the base, and we could do a little bit of lore with that and say that like an earthquake occurred long ago that tore through the castle, and because of it, this center building, I don't actually know, what do you call that center building in a castle? The keep, I guess? Yeah, let's go with that. The keep is now slanted over to the side and started like crumbling down and falling over. But this is kind of the vibe I'm going for, of just a little rundown castle. And this is just like the start of the interior that I had done. And we're gonna see if we can keep this, because I kind of like it and I don't want to tear this part down. So what have I been up to? I have been cooking on this castle, that's for sure. I've got a creative world, which I might show you guys later, I might not. And I've just been playing around redesigning this thing over and over and over again. Axiom is just an incredible tool for that, by the way. If you're ever stuck on a build, I would highly recommend you download Axiom and just give it a go. This wheat field is looking awfully plain, and it's high time that we put some decorations into it, and that is going to be the main plan for this episode. I've got a barn, which I want to put right around there. I've also, as you probably saw in the title, I've managed to rewrite the cow's AI a little bit. I'm going to put a couple of them just hanging out right in front of it. I might also like put some more over here, maybe some more off in the distance. We'll have to see how much time it really takes to implement this new cow AI. And that, I think, is going to be the main plan for the episode after we tear down these walls. I think that's going to be fun. I also want to like maybe put some pathways through, maybe get like a little river going from one of these ponds down to the big body of water, and really just spruce it all up because it is looking really plain right now. Next up, I started working on a little bit of a different series. It's not Minecraft based, sorry to say, but I put in several hundred hours at this point of work into it between playing the game and, oh, where am I going? I don't know. Yeah, between playing the game, writing up a script for it, and editing it all together, I'm already easily at 200 hours of work, with at least another 100 hours to go, if not more. So I hope when I get those videos out, you will give them a watch as well. I think they'll be a lot of fun. If you're wondering where I've been for the last 3-4 months, that's what took me away from Minecraft. But I have been itching to make this video, and I finally decided I just need to sit down and play some Minecraft, because man, I have been missing this game. If I hit F3, you should be able to see somewhere, yes, in the top right up here, I updated to 121.10. I did try and update to 21.11. It is out as of this recording. It's been out for about 2-3 days, I think. It came out November 9th, I want to say. And today is, let me date myself. Today is December 13th. One of the mods I really wanted to install at the same time has not been updated for it yet. And so we're on 121.10, where the mod has been updated for. And speaking of that, let's go right into that update as well. I gave Bobby Mod the boot. It wasn't doing what I thought it was going to do, and I wasn't happy with it, and I didn't know what to do for a replacement. And then I was watching a Tango Tech stream. Great man, by the way. Cannot wait for Decked Out 3 to come. Gonna be a very exciting time when that happens. Anyways, Tango installed a mod called Voxy, and I saw it and I was instantly just like, yes, this is exactly what I was hoping Bobby Mod would do for me, but Bobby Mod did not do that for me, and so I have changed from Voxy to Bobby Mod. Sorry, other way around. I've changed from Bobby Mod to Voxy. And I did do a little test earlier in a creative world, and just to show off what this mod does, for those who are unaware, sleep through the night really quickly. If we look out of the ocean, I've got a creeper farm set up right about there that you cannot see because Minecraft's render distance is a little bit short. And now what that means is that from that creeper farm, I normally would not be able to see the castle either. But if we go ahead and we just fly on over there real fast, there it is, the wonderful creeper farm that looks so beautiful. That is going to have to change now that I've got Voxy installed as well. If we come and we fly up to the little AFK platform that I have built, look at that. We can actually see the castle from here, which means we have a much larger render distance than we used to, which I am super excited to see. I think it's going to be real cool as we build up this world, watching everything get rendered in at once, being able to go, oh, here's this base over here, here's this stuff over here, here's this build over here. I think it's just going to be an amazing addition to the game. But, of course, it also means that I'm going to have to actually do something with that creeper farm so that it's not a bit of an eyesore in the background constantly. So many updates. You guys have no idea. So I know I did say that I've updated to 121.10. I have not had a chance to play with copper golems yet. I am kind of thinking about making a storage system in here somewhere for using copper golems. But I also kind of want to spread my resources out throughout the whole castle. So have like maybe my wood storage over here, have like books over here, have stone over here in like a tower maybe. I don't really know, but some episode soon we're gonna have to start playing with that, because I am starting to have resources just kind of spread all out in no particular order, and it's getting to be a real pain to find stuff. A few days ago when I was looking at the videos that I'd made, did you know my first video was over a year ago at this point? That blew my mind when I saw it had been over a year since I posted my first video in this world. Just wild to think I've already been quote-unquote doing this for a year. It's also made me realize I really want to put more time into these videos and just make more of them. I don't want to get in the habit of only having 7 videos come out a year. I would love to get up to at least 1 video a month. Let's put it that way. That's my first goal. I don't know if that's going to happen this year or not, but that's my current aim, is 1 video a month. And then if I can do that, then I'll start maybe looking at increasing it even further. Because I do really want to grow this channel, and I do have a lot of fun making these videos. I guess I'll mention, while I've been away, I have slowly been watching other creators, much bigger names than me, like Mumbo Jumbo and Tango Tech, and I've definitely been pilfering a few ideas out of Mumbo's videos. Like, his recent Season 11 builds have just been really inspiring. I really want to try and put some of the things that he's built into this world. Like his geese, I think it'd be real cool to just have a little, like 1, maybe 2 V formations of geese flying up over this castle. I might try and put some of those build stone windmills out in the wheat field. I think those could be fun, but I don't know if they'll look as good as just a more traditional stationary, I guess, windmill that doesn't have like moving fan blades on it. But that's also probably something we're gonna have to explore in a later video. What else? Oh yeah, I did do a little bit of grinding off camera. That's part of why I've been really itching to make this video, because I've been starting to play off camera, and that's made me realize I need to start recording more of this or it's gonna get away from me. It got to the point I was grinding some wither skeleton skulls over at the Nether Fortress, and I had a very, very bad death. I wasn't recording at the time. That's kind of what made me have a little bit of a wake-up call and go, hey, I need to start recording again so that I can actually play this game how I want to play it. I'll show a screenshot right now of everything that I was able to recover from that death, and you'll see just, it was what, like my boots, my pickaxe, and I think the chicken was all that was left. I lost literally everything else. Yeah, that was a very embarrassing death. It was mostly just due to me not paying enough attention. And then I literally just, I was flying away from a ghast, and I just ran straight into the walls of the fortress, right above a pool of lava, and I just splatted. You know what? Let's go take a look at the site, and you'll see just how bad of a spot it was that I died in. Give me those. Okay, so we come right on over here. I'm also interested to see how Voxy's gonna look in the Nether. So I was doing something, I don't quite know what, but somehow I had made it over to here, and a ghast tried to hit me. I took off. I splatted into, honestly, I don't even know. It was either here, maybe up there. It was somewhere around here, and my stuff just went everywhere. Like my pickaxe was out there in the lava, my chicken was maybe over here, my boots were over here. It was just a mess, and I'm pretty sure most of it burned up in the lava. Luckily, didn't take too much grinding, and I managed to get basically a full set of stuff again. I did also lose quite a few ender chests at the time, which I have since recouped. And the last thing, I also ended up taking some time, and this is something I did record, so I'll run that clip. I took some time to take all of the spare elytras that I got when I was raiding the end a while back, and I put mending and unbreaking 3 on all of the ones that I could, and then I just took some time to spread them out throughout the world. I've got 11 spare elytras, and I managed to farm up 11 stacks of rockets to go with it, as well as 22 item frames, because I want to take these elytras, however you want to say it, and just kind of scatter them around my world so that if mine ever breaks, or I end up back at spawn, or I'm way out somewhere at a farm and I need a spare elytra, they're just gonna be there. As well as having a spare elytra there, and a spare elytra there. Like, I actually just have too many of these things at this point. So, where do we want to put these? We could start by just putting one like here. Ooh. A little bit of a leg spike there. Oh, what is happening? What's happening here? What is happening? What is happening? Are these Endermen that, like, fell through the portal in the end or something? I suspect that's what happened here. We'll put one set right here. And this way, if any of you ever get onto like a world download of this world, you'll have a spare elytra, or an elytra, and a full stack of rockets right from the start to go exploring with. Over at the Nether Fortress would probably be a good idea. Let's put it like back here, honestly. We'll do that and that. This next place is somewhere I don't actually have a portal built for yet. Some of you might already know what we're going to. Over here is where I have a small villager breeder set up. Boop, 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 and boop. And with 5 more sets, I don't know if I have 5 more places to put these. I'm just gonna put them down around the current storage room area. We're just gonna, like, stick one here. How about... None of these ones have any enchantments beyond mending, so they really are meant for a more temporary solution, because these things just don't last when they don't have mending on them. We'll stick it back here so that it's a little out of the way. Ooh, we could hide one back here with our little Elytra friend? No, our little Elay friend. Boom, and boom, and boom, and boom. Put one in here. No. No. There we go. Let's stick it over here. Again, kind of hiding off in a corner. Well, we can stick it down here, how about? Put it back here even. This place is going to get real crowded, though, if I keep sticking things back here. Ooh, what about over there? That'd be fun. You okay? That didn't sound like an okay sound. Art. It wasn't you. Hello, spider. I don't know why I heard you take damage, but doesn't seem to be consistent. I'm gonna ignore it. Now on with the video. And that was, I don't want to say it was super exciting, but it was a good thing to do. That is even how I managed to get back after I died, as I just told you earlier. Yeah, look at that. You can now just see that creeper farm out there, which means I am definitely going to have to decorate it somehow. But you know, I think that's all the updates I really have for y'all. That was, to be clear, that was a lot of updates. I did not think I had that many, but I started writing them down earlier because I was like, I'm going to start forgetting these if I don't. And just holy. Then there's also the fact that I'm getting pretty low on food. If we like take a look at the food that I have available, it's, oh dear. My game just crashed. I do kind of need to go through my mods and like refresh them all a little bit. Just, there's a few things I don't quite want in my mods. So I can open up my ender chest. I can't peek inside shulker boxes. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to disable it for now. Because I don't need to be crashing every time I want to look inside an ender chest or a shulker box. And I don't crash anymore. Okay, so if we pull out this edibles chest, I took the time to grind out just over a stack of steaks. And yeah, this is all I have for food in this world to eat. So we definitely need to look at something more stable for a food source. Whether that's getting golden carrots from villagers or doubling down on the steak or something, I don't quite know yet. But something needs to change about my food situation before too long. That is all the updates I can think of. If I have any more, I'll be sure to tell you about them, and I'll just jump straight to it, basically. Otherwise, I'm going to get to tearing down the rest of these walls. And I'll be back when we're done. Okay. And as the sun sets, the walls are all gone. Let's take one more look at it now. And this wheat field's gonna look so good when I've had time to clean it up. Yeah. I think that part can stay. Since I haven't even started like editing all these video clips together, I'm actually curious how much time I've got left in this video. So I'm going to go do that right now before we get started on the next project, just so I have an idea of how much time there is left. So, looks like we're at about 25 minutes of video time already, which means this video is probably going to push the 40-minute mark. I've already started collecting a lot of the resources needed for the barn that we're going to build. This is the entire block palette minus glowberries, which I'm going to go hunt down right after I'm finished recording this clip. Just need to do some final resource collecting, moving things over into this shulker. And when I'm done, I'll meet you guys over at the wheat field, and we're going to get started building this barn. See you all then. I have arrived at the location of the barn. It's just going to be this little square right here. As you can see, I've already started putting in some pillars for the corners. I'm just going to get straight to building it. I do have a bit of a design that I've already kind of made for it, so I'm going to be sticking kind of close to that. So let's just get right into building it. God, Voxy is just so amazing. You can see the mushroom island that is like way out there. I really tried to do I'm going to call it a traditional looking barn with like red walls and white trim. There's no white block in the game that is small enough, though, to really act as a trim. And so any trim that I tried on a build this small, at least, ended up just looking super chunky and disgusting. So it took me a little while to figure out what I was doing here. I do want to say, though, looking at the video time, this video is already approaching 30 minutes, and I really don't want to make a video that's like an hour long or so. So unfortunately, what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting the video off at the end of this build, And then that way I can really spend an entire episode really just diving into the cow design that I came up with. And I think that's just going to give me a lot more time to make a video that I'm much happier with. I was looking forward to getting into the cow stuff with you today, though. So I do hate to say that I'm cutting that out, but hopefully, and hopefully, it will wind up being a video you guys get to see much sooner. Is that right? No. Okay. Already tearing this down because Fluffy Cow can't count. I think we push this side out by a block. Push the front out as well by a block. Right, and now I'm worried that I'm miscounting again. Should probably explain why I'm being so ridiculous about this roof. As you saw, I've got moss in my build palette. That's because I want to do a like moss covered rooftop. Think of like those buildings you'll see every now and then that are like they have like a live grass rooftop. I really wanted to do that for this. I thought it would be really fun and kind of fitting to have a roof on a build like this that was completely like overgrown and covered in moss. I even tried to stick a cow on top of it because I thought that'd be kind of funny to have a cow on my roof, but there's just no good spot to like hide a lead. And with how close it is to the ground, the cow can too easily pathfind off of it. So yeah, this is how I'm building the roof. It's going to look a little janky until we get the moss on top of it, but it's a full block, and then it's a slab, and then it's a full block, and then it's a slab. And that gives a nice tiered interior look, like it's actually built at a bit of an angle. And then on top of that, we can get a little more crazy with how we're going to place the moss. hope you all enjoyed the episode. Sorry we did not get to the big exciting cow AI stuff, which I know I've really been talking up. I'll be honest, I didn't rewrite the cow AI. I just found a way to control them. Don't tell the others that I said that though. They might get mad at me. Anyways, thank you for stopping by, saying hi, checking out the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good one.